Okay, so as you just said, we've got a lovely bit of artwork here. So this is the Ventham Museum. We are going to start pretty much where we left off at the IRL. This is the exterior. For those that were there, do you want to
How I pictured
explain?
it.
Huh?
It's how I pictured it.
Yes. Um, there has been a big incident. Alarms were set off, and dragons were slain. Guests are panicky, and then there's you guys in the middle of this, dealing with it. We will deal with you exiting the building. Tom, who has been in Nepenthe, has been urged to follow the party and sent on. And you arrive just as everyone is leaving. And Tom is holding some information which he will try and pass to you at some point while all this is going on. So Tom has been given some plot hooks and information from various people in Nepenthe. So where is the party now that the dragon's slain, things have happened? Can you remember where we were and what you were doing?
Um, Leafy was upstairs, chromatic orbing a dragon to death.
Yes.
And after that, and realizing it's dead, she was still at the top of the stairs. She will be sobbing.
Okay.
And probably Trailblazer call back to her because he wasn't far away.
Mm-hmm. Balthor,
Balfour, who was face to face with this dragon and this taking amount of damage, is kind of just going to find somewhere just to sit down originally. But then if he does see or hear Alethea sobbing, he will. If she's sat like on the steps or something, say stairs,
She was near the top of the stairs, wasn't she?
Yeah, he will just walk over and just sit next to Alethea and just be I can't remember what Alethea's name was actually. What was Alethea's name?
Oh shit.
I made them all have aliases.
Ah, okay. Oh, that was mine.
So what's David doing while we...
I don't remember where it was. That's the...
You was concentrating on the Crown of Madness spell and making another Minotaur fight for you.
Oh, yes. I've got Rokar.
Yes.
Who I imagine not.
Did he break out of that?
He did break out of it, I think, last turn of the fight.
Yeah.
So with Crown of Madness, when it drops, does he know the spell was cast on him?
I thought we'd agreed that basically he kind of blacked out and found himself in combat with a dragon, and then went, I'm in combat with a dragon, kept hitting it.
Because I know that I think friends, they know what's going on.
Yeah, because David was round the corner, peeking round every turn. Yeah, I'm just going to poke my head round, and obviously hearing Alethea crying, I'm going to also go and comfort her.
Okay. What will happen is after the incident, the guards in the museum will come to their senses, whoever's left alive and mostly intact, and start shepherding all the guests out of the building. Because I do remember the end of it as well. I think we ended it because the curator, Alda, noticed that the crown had been stolen.
Yes.
So the egg had hatched, the crown was stolen, and I think I ended it with the phrase, "Where's the fucking crown?"
Yes.
So when the alarms were set off, it has triggered the response of the local investigator, who is waiting for everybody at the door of the museum. So as you are all strongly suggested to exit the upper floor and out of the building while they clear up everything that's gone on, you will see a sturdy dwarven investigator, very astute, watching everything that's going on with his own army of guard. Well, army of guards. He's got two other investigators with him, who disappear off into the museum to find out what's gone on and bring back some information.
So is this by the entrance, or is this
Yeah,
coming up the stairs
you've
to where
been
we are?
brought down the stairs into the foyer, and
Told to GTFO.
yes, pretty much.
Is it? I was just going to say, trying to picture who's in the room with us.
It's the main people that were there before. So there's a few NPCs that didn't really interact much. The Alda, the curator, will see this investigator and panic slightly. He will make a beeline for her and clock who you are, because he doesn't recognise any of you. While there are people complaining and traumatised, there's a halfling who, the bard dwarf woman is clinging to a guard, horrified and traumatised. Are you guys gonna sneak out? Are you going to try and deal with this? David Rokar is trying to blend in with the crowd, and trying to look as horrified by all of this, but he's very, very astute as well, and paying attention to what's been going on and trying to make himself look as inconspicuous as possible.
That's fine. Can I just keep an eye on him as we're going out, if possible?
Okay. Anybody else you want to interact with or talk with?
Is the artist there?
Yes, she is absolutely inconsolable. She is full artistic dramatics, wailing, and she is screaming at the curator about how could she have let this happen. This has ruined all of her art. How dare she provide such dangerous materials? And she's going absolutely full artistic meltdown.
Oh, we hear her saying that, do we?
Oh, everybody probably within a 4-mile radius hears that.
Okay. At that point, Alethea is going to stop disguising herself.
Okay.
Head straight over to the curator and telekinetically shove her into the wall.
Okay, that's fine. So are you shoving her more towards the entrance still?
Wherever she's nearest wall to wherever she ever is.
Okay, that's fine.
And if there's any sort of action left,
yep.
I would Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as she's doing all this, she's I say disguise cells goes down, and the tears suddenly dry up from her, and just in a language that I'm assuming most other people aren't going to speak there, because it's going to be infernal.
Yep.
So to most people, it's just going to look like a GIF has suddenly appeared, and shouting very angrily, "You brought this dragon here, did you? You made me kill this dragon. Why did you do this? Why didn't you listen?" And just grab a hold of the curator.
Okay. Balthor, did you want to do anything while this is going on?
Well, originally I was going to suggest, if the party wanted to try and just get out of there without being noticed, I was just going to walk out carrying one's testicles in a wheelbarrow, using big dick energy to distract people, but with this giant hand that has just shown up. I'm not sure if Balthor is just going to keep an eye on that, but kind of just like leave Alethea to do a thing and carry on being in character. So he's just going to just be walking out, seeing if anybody actually says anything to him, but if not, stay within a reasonable range of Alethea, but kind of let Alethea unleash what she needs to feel better at the moment.
Okay. So as Alethea grabs the curator and holds her up against the wall, the detective or inspector, I'm not sure of these terms, detective inspector, he can be both of them,
Yes.
is completely unfazed. He's an old dwarf. He's seen a lot of things, so he's unfazed by whatever's going on here. There's a slight wrinkling of one eyebrow to indicate that this is not what he usually deals with, and he is going to try and separate the both, try and calm it down. Just be like, Miss, you need to calm down. We are dealing with this. We are here to investigate Ms. Alkin here, and he beckons over one of his other comrades who has a stack full of papers. And you just be, if you'll be so kind as to release this, she will
But
be.
she made a dragon. That dragon.
Yes.
I killed a dragon. She made me kill a dragon. She put all these people in danger.
Oh, absolutely, and she will be put into custody, not for making a dragon and for lots of other things as well. And he's gesturing to all of these papers that he has, and he'll. Alda is twittering her innocence at all this. She's been grabbed by an earthen hand, seen a dragon, stuff's gone missing and exploded, and someone's changed in front of her. And she'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking
Squeeze.
about. I don't know what you're talking about. And he'll say, look, we've got you banged to rights. We've been investigating you for a long time with these artifacts that have been flooding in and out of your museum. All these rare scrolls, these precious things. We know what's been going on. We've got invoices. We've got descriptions of possibly where you're sending them on from, where you're getting them on. We've got a letter here from your contact supplying you with information and with these artifacts, who's claiming that you're now threatening him. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You should keep it quiet. You should keep it I don't know what you're talking about. Wrong one getting squeezed there. And he's like, Miss, I suggest you stop talking because we're going to need to take you evidence, get you in a zone of truth and find out what you know. Miss, if you'll
Frame
be
job
so...
to me.
Huh?
Sounds like a frame job to me.
Miss, if you'll be so kind as to release her, she will be facing the full extent of all the laws that she has been breaking, trafficking in such rare artifacts that have led to this unfortunate evening tonight.
Okay.
David's just going to hear him say that and say to himself, she'll be feeling the full length of something.
Is that Honey Bad?
Probably. That's
Maybe.
Detectives on the take.
Yes.
So okay, so Alicia's going to say, I'm just a bit.
Olivia's going to say,
That's in character.
Yeah.
Arvida has been heard by Alithia, and now she's flustered.
And she's just gonna. She'll let the concentration on the hand go, and she'll turn to the detective and say, "We work for the Vanguard. We need to know where she got these items from."
Well, just you.
Yeah, looking around, she can't see anyone else immediately around because I'm sure David would stand out. Yeah.
You're from the Vanguard.
Yeah. What was your name, so I know who to contact to get the information?
And he rummages in his pockets. He's got he's a sturdy dwarf in like a tweed suit, if you can imagine. He's wearing it almost like armour, but he reaches in there and pulls out a business card, a fantasy magical business card, if you will. And it's Detective Inspector Casewell Glimmerstone. That's
Does
his
an
name.
angry youth emerge from the shadows with a recording device pointed at him saying name and badge number?
No.
Sorry, Glorious dear. What was his name? Casewell?
Casewell Glimmerstone.
Glimmerstone.
That's a great name.
Glimmerstone by
Casewell,
name.
that's nominative determination if you've ever heard it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Detective Casewell.
Yes. That's kind of where I went with it.
Lucky you went into this line of work, officer.
So the curator sees the documents that he's taken from her office and she sags. No more protestants of innocence. You can see now that it's all caught up with her and she seems slightly relieved.
Who was your contact? Who gave you these items?
She refuses to look at you because you've scared her.
Can I push her back into the wall and try again?
I mean, if you want to roll to intimidate, then let's do some dice stuff here.
Yeah.
If anyone else wants to assist at this point or get involved, you're more than welcome.
Trying to stay in character, so Shay wouldn't.
Well, wow.
Nice.
Let me see what that was. I have no idea what that could be.
She's seen a dragon. She's now seen a gith shouting at her in Infernal that she doesn't know what it said. She's under arrest and the weight of all of this shit is now falling on her shoulders. And she will kind of look at you just like, it's my contact at the Spire. His name is Regalian Docs.
Sorry, what did you say?
She
Can you spell that
flinches.
for us, please?
Yeah. Raelian Docs. So REILLIAN DOX.
At the Spire.
Take me away now. I don't want to say anything else. Not without my magical lawyer or equivalent.
Take me away.
And the detectives will question everybody else, but there's no real art to it. It's quite clear that she is the one that they are after, so the rest of you will be allowed to leave. If there's anything else that you want to say to either of them before leaving.
No, I don't think so. I'll be heading back to the pub or where we met.
Well, okay. As you exit the building, standing on the steps is Tom.
Tom! When did you get here, Tom?
If no one else is around, then Balfour will drop his facade and hi, Tom. Nice to see you again.
Hello.
Tom,
How's
where have
that?
you been?
I assume fine.
Yes.
That's good.
Good.
Here, information.
So subtle, I love it. Okay. So, Tom has been given some information by everyone's favourite plot device and exposition expert, Bartholomew Finch, who's been searching through all of his shit and has some more information for you, which I will drop in a minute. Let's start with the fun one first. He has found a letter from Chancellor Finch. It's an old-looking letter sent to a colleague, what seems like quite a while ago. There's some good names in that. He has also found a book
4 deities. Yeah, no, we know 4, don't we?
Yes.
And
Yes.
then let's have a look. This one, which is some information briefly on the summary, a summary of the research that his grandfather was doing at the Spire. That one's purposefully complicated, but just kind of for not necessarily as important to the others. And there is a book especially for Alithia as well.
Yay!
And this one is called So You're Thinking of Joining a Cult, A Prudent Guide to Divine Devotion.
Oh, love it.
By everybody's favourite author, Glimble Trickettop.
Brilliant. Oh, I shall read them in due course. Did
For Tom, I
hand
have
any
made
of
the
these
objective decision
over-
to not read any of those.
No, that's understandable and totally
Did Tom
incorrect.
hand any of them over with the "here, you need to read this," as opposed to just "here's a load of books and stuff"?
So say again, was that to
Yeah.
me?
Well, yeah. Is any of this probably should read before we keep going?
I would
or...
say, if you want, I can point you out in the letter from Chancellor Finch. There are some interesting names he mentions about old students of his.
Alien Delphi, that seems to ring a bell. Breaks out the notes.
It's only one we haven't heard of, I think.
Oh, and David, I have something especially for you.
Ooh.
See,
Alien Delphi, yeah, no Alien Delphi.
yeah.
So as everyone is saying hello to Tom and catching up and looking at all this fun new information, David, you notice that from the sky, catching up with you, there is a wisp of smoke appears, taking the form of a raven that alights itself on your shoulder. And like a text message, you can choose to read it whenever, so you don't have to broadcast in front of everyone.
Yes.
But you should now see something in your journal called Smoke Message for David. Can you see that?
I cannot.
Oh. It should be in the section Sessions and
Wrong place.
Venthan. I will move that into your section just for your. Hang on, I'm going to move that so it's next to your character sheet. Can you see it and have you read it?
Oh, I'm reading currently.
Okay, that's up to you to do what you want with that.
I'm going to do nothing currently with that.
Hmm?
I'm going to do nothing currently with that.
That's fair enough.
Just meta cat. I'm
Yes.
presuming. I know Alien Delphi.
Hi, Harry.
I'm assuming it. Hey, Harry.
Hola, Harry.
Oh, it's a little one.
Hi, Joseph.
Hi, Joseph.
Hello.
Hi, Harry. Hi, Joseph. Hi, little blue car. No.
I'm assuming I don't know Professor Oram
No.
or Talion and
No.
all the other the pupils. It's just Leopold and Elian.
There was 2 other names in there you might recognise. Cassie Donnell.
Yes, we know Cassie Donnell. She's the one
Oh,
that
that's
sent
the
us to the
doctor now.
museum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yes, and the name you've literally just heard.
Yes.
The last name, Regalian Docs.
Yeah.
Regalian Docs. So that's something that Finch wrote back when they first started with him as students, and his initial thoughts of them, writing to a colleague.
Excellent. Does anyone else read the letter? Is it just
It's handed across.
Alethea?
It's
Yeah.
available to everybody to do with what you will. I will probably move these into the sections for like letters and stuff under law.
Yeah.
Okay, so the evening is drawing on because it was late-ish at night when this all kicked off. Did you want to push on to somewhere else, stay somewhere for the night, and make a decision? What would you like to do now?
Go meet up with Dr. Donnell at the pub and possibly stay the night would be my guess, guys.
That'd be my choice. Resty, rest.
It's
You
not
don't
resting.
need a rest, Tom. You don't rest. You don't sleep. You don't eat.
I don't have a map for pub.
Woo!
Thanks, Ali. So
Target.
you are able to leave the museum as there are tons of guards and a rather dour-looking elf with a big big mop and bucket walk through like bloody clean up.
You nearly said a
Muttering.
big bock and muppet.
I know, big mop and bucket.
Puppet.
I'm tired.
Hmm.
Anyway, the pub is the Bock and Muppet. And
1 second, I can hear a strange noise.
ooh,
I don't know if the cat's breaking something.
Cat, what have you broken?
pushes things off
Oh,
shelf.
can't leave you anywhere.
I know. Not done on purpose anyway.
Oh, we're not going back to the Sage's Quill.
That's the one.
The Quill of Sage.
I don't think I have a map.
Yay, notes.
I know. Like I said, Craig,
So,
Craig, if you want information, I will drown you with information.
So on the presumably not overly long walk to the Sage's Quill, just inform Tom of the presumably he didn't know that we were there to meet this doctor who told us that there was a dragon egg there who we were trying to steal the egg from the museum before it went all crazy,
All hatching.
mutated, hatching, and then the plan kind of didn't work. The dragon hatched, we killed it, and here we are.
I mean, it was
The
always
plan
gonna-
worked perfectly.
It
We
worked-
stole the egg,
Yes, and I
but
did.
then the egg hatched.
I did
Will
give
you
you
stop
the
telling
option if you
everyone we
wanted to
stole
be
something,
shorter.
Balfour?
But we wanted it longer.
Yes, we did.
Always.
Always.
So yes,
That's what
did
he
you
said.
find anything broken or broken into, or just random noises?
No, cat was rolling around and clawing the carpet on the stairs.
Sorry about that. I didn't think you'd see that.
I have. Well, I didn't. I heard it.
Ah, yes. Cool. So, when you arrive in the pub, you can sort out accommodation, have a long rest,
Yay!
Yes, please.
and advise what you would like to do from here.
Oh, look at all the hit points. No, I've still got all my hit points.
Same here.
That's because none of you two are doing the real fighting.
You had a dragon in the face.
I had a big minotaur in the fight.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put a detect magic spell into my ring of spell storing because there's a slot and a spell slot to use before my long rest.
Cool. David, I will just say as well that as you were paying attention to Rokar, he managed to slip away, but he was listening very intently to what the curator and the inspector were saying about contacts and where things were coming from, and he's aware that the inspector has a big pile of evidence. but he was able to slip away and disappear into the night, as some people with various skills are able to do.
Oh yes.
Ninjas.
Brilliant.
Ninjas.
Why, thank you.
So,
Do we find the doctor there? Is she there?
yes, she is pacing, staring out of the window because she's seen all sorts of chaos. And she's still incredibly agitated. So what went wrong?
The egg hatched. You didn't give us enough time to escape with it. We had to kill the dragon.
Well, that's better than it killing everybody else, so thank you. But if only they'd listened to me earlier, we could have got this sorted earlier, but no. No one ever listens to me.
Pardon?
Right. Not funny.
So I've been in a fight with a dragon. I'm a little bit tired.
Right. Okay. So, thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
I mean,
Is that all?
what?
Is that all?
Say, Casey. This is my friend. This is our friend Tom.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Hi. She will shake your hands. Well, it didn't end how I thought it would end, but at least the city's in one piece. So thank you for all your help. I'm sorry for all your troubles. She will reach into her bag and generate you some loot.
Yay!
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 What CR was the dragon?
Legendary.
1, 2.
No. Did I did have a sheet for it. Sorry, bear with.
It's all right.
It was newly hatched. It's a wormling. They're fairly low.
Oh.
It mutated and
Magical
grew
dragon.
Oh,
quickly.
it was a magical one that did all sorts of weird shit.
Oh,
It grew
okay.
a lot quicker than normal.
Yes.
Essentially,
Immediately became an adult dragon.
No, it was a young dragon.
it was immediately grasped.
Were they about 6, 7?
7.
9.
Yeah.
Did Balfour swing at it like, I don't know, it must have been at least half a dozen times Balfour was hitting it.
Yeah.
And getting
it
it.
in one.
Okay. So I have a loot generation tool that goes through all the different various available things that could be in the player's handbook and various other sources. So there is an all-purpose tool. I don't know what that is.
That's Tom.
Tom's an all-purpose.
Yes, that's Tom. You've just given us a second Tom.
I mean, we will look up actually what these items are later. And
I know what an all-purpose tool is. It's a magic item that can be used as any kind of tool kit.
Now, could it be welded onto Tom in some...
Like a Swiss Army knife, if you will, but of like it can be brewer's supplies or woodworker's tools or smithing tools.
Can we just turn Tom's arm into Nebula's arm?
Possibly. I don't know. Right, there's also an ever-smoking bottle.
Yes, I know what that is.
I don't.
I gave one of those up to one of my players in the newbie campaign I run. That Craig was the leader of us. He was the only one who knew how to play D&D, and now he's left. So I now
I
have
can't
a
waste my
people who-
time with them.
nobody reads their character sheets, and we just have fun.
You have also got Boots of the Winterlands.
Oh, never heard of them.
No
That's
idea. And 900 gold.
Oh, nice.
Boots of Winterland, I think they definitely give you resistance to cold damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all randomly generated, so...
So 900 gold.
Ice-
Ice and snow aren't difficult terrain, probably.
Yeah.
Cool. You can meta what you'd like to do with that later.
I think it's only fair that Tom gets nothing, as he was not a part of any of it.
And also, you don't want to have to remember to use any of it, I'm guessing.
It's not even that. I wasn't there, so there's no real reason I should get any of the loot.
That's fair enough.
No, that's not team spirit.
No, that's not team spirit. At least some of the gold will
No,
go
team
top.
spirit is what I brew
Well,
in my chest.
So
Here, have a mug.
What we saying with the gold? 200 each.
Smells like team spirit.
I mean, it'd be funny to give him the ever smoking bottle, and then it looks like something's malfunctioning constantly.
I mean, that to me though,
Tom
the ever
permanently looks like he's
smoking,
blown a gasket.
the ever smoking pipe would be for David with him being a bard, because you can create
His
shapes
own dry
and
ice
things
machine.
of it. Yeah, I think figures and things, but it's only 1 foot. But you can, if it's what I think it is.
I have no idea. I'll research
can't wait
that
to
and
look at
I'll.
that.
We'll figure that out another time.
Yeah.
60-foot radius.
I do quite like a random loot generator. That's quite fun.
I'll tell you what we'll do then. Shall I just throw them all into the bag of holding for now to be?
Yeah, we'll deal with it later.
We'll
Yeah, that
figure them
later.
out in a bit.
Oh, speaking of, as you all may have seen, I had a little bit of a spree on some AI art generation, and I've put all of your magic items in your own little folders so that I know what you've got and how it's used. And I was like, I can't just do boring stuff, so it's all got specialised art for it as well, because I am a little bit extra.
Do look awesome.
Yes.
Mid-Journey is so much fun.
Slightly off topic,
Yes.
just because we were recently talking about Baldur's Gate 3. On my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, I also have adamantine armor.
Of course you do.
Of course you do, Graham.
Graham, admitting you have a problem is the first step to fixing the problem. Think you may be addicted.
I mean, it's not a problem. I can't be critted.
In my next campaign,
if anything, it's a solution.
in my next campaign, adamantine no longer exists, along with
Oh.
cloaks of displacement.
There's nothing wrong with cloaks of displacement.
Well,
Just have
The
to
only
fix it.
drawback to adamantine armor is whenever you roll a nat 20 as DM, it's like, yay, I got a nat 20. Boo, it was against the one guy that nat 20s mean nothing against.
That's why you come up with weapons that can breach adamantine armor.
No, it doesn't exist.
I'll get round it somehow.
It doesn't exist. It's against the rules.
Oh, look at Scott.
It doesn't exist against the rules.
So
The-
I'm handing the goodies over.
hmm
Alifa's gonna. Do you know Rillian Docks?
Billion dogs. Oh, crikey. Where did you hear that name from?
Doesn't matter. Young Cassie. What do you know of him?
That might help jar my memory. I've done a lot of things and I've worked in a lot of museums.
The curator said that that's where she got the egg from the Spire.
Oh, Relian! Oh my goodness! I think I was started there. That seems like such a long time ago now. Oh, he was such an arsehole. He was a proper dick. Yeah, good times. Yeah, I studied there for a few years, but the whole kind of wizard library thing wasn't for me. I'm more into kind of like adventuring and digging up stuff and cataloguing and just unearthing the exciting things and then putting them on display for everyone to see. That's what happened to him. I don't know.
Yes, Alifia's respect for her has dropped a little bit when she said that books weren't for her.
Oh no, she's not in. No. Books are okay, but I prefer the practical things, the ancient history that you can touch and dig up and find, and then tell a story.
Malthor, she's talking about you.
I mean, my respect for her is up a little bit after learning she's not a bookworm and she likes adventuring. So,
She's more.
but not fully. But not
she-
fully.
She's more kind of Lara Croft, Indiana Jones than a bookworm.
She looked like Lara Croft.
No, she looks like Indiana Jones.
Four.
Oh.
Indiana Jones with triangular boobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that exact image. I'm going to put that into mid-journey now and see what that turns up.
Oh, can't be.
No, I'll end up on a list.
Cassie, just one last thing. One
Yes.
thing I'd like to ask. This dragon egg, it seemed to be surrounded by an interesting mineral we've come across. It
I don't
seems to
know.
be from the meteorites that have been falling all across the land.
I
Do you know
mean,
anything about them?
I don't really do the space stuff, and you know what? That artist Zinnia is such a. She's so doolally. God knows what she'd make of everything. I remember, like, obviously the day when stuff all happened. Thankfully, I wasn't involved near any of it. I don't know anything about it. I mean, that could be an interesting form of study. Oh, do you
It
know?
could.
Do you know? Do you know where any of it crashed? Was it near anything interesting? Oh, this could be a great thing. Oh,
Some in the museum.
I don't think they'd like me there.
We've got some at Nepenthe at Stormholt. One crashed into Stormholt.
Holy shit! Really? Oh, imagine that didn't go down too well.
And we happened to find another one at Solaris Ray that we brought back to Nepenthe.
Oh, okay. I might pop by. I wonder if I know anyone there. I'll have to look up some names and see if I can swing by and borrow a sample or two.
If you find anything out, could you please keep us informed?
Okay.
Thank you.
That's all right. And if you find anything interesting, could you keep me informed?
Certainly try.
Okay. It's a deal. Although if I write a paper about it, I get top billing.
We don't want any recognition. We just want the information.
Oh, in that case, definitely tell me all your answers when you know. I'm sure I could make something great of this.
Kai prestidigitation, a flick on the Balfour. Can I have my name on the paper?
Did you say that loud enough for her to hear?
Do you want to roll for it?
Yes.
Roll for loudness.
I mean, if you don't, then Balfour would just say it a lot louder for you. And we want Alethia's name on the paper.
I'd do it as a persuasion.
16.
Fine, I guess. Yeah.
Is there anyone else we might know at the Spire? Because I don't know if that's somewhere we should be going to.
I mean, if you need to know stuff, that's where you go to. What is it you're looking to find out? I can probably see if I can remember roughly. The place is an absolute maze.
I mean, really, and Docs has been sending these items, so we should probably stop him from doing that.
What was he into? I think he had something to do with artifacts. There was like a artifact identification. Because we did kind of get on because of the whole kind of like artifacts and physical things. But he was such an asshole. I can't even tell you. He might still be working there. I don't know.
Did you know Elian Delphi at all?
Oh God, yes. I remember Elian. Strange fellow.
What can you tell me about Elian?
Oh, he was brilliant. He was scarily brilliant. And I know that he got really obsessive. I mean, scary obsessive. The things that he could learn and the things that he developed, to be honest with you, it got a little much for me as well. I left a bit before him because I wanted to do other stuff. I think he left to try and do his own thing. I don't know if he ever went back though.
Do you know what he's researching?
Oh, he was into all. He was determined to find out things that no one had ever known before, and he was convinced that there was knowledge beyond what we know, whatever that means, I don't know. But he was convinced that he had information that would break the world, that would change the world, and everyone had just forgotten it. I mean, he was weird, really, really intense. I mean, really intense.
Do you know if he had any partners that he was working with, or any friends who?
Friends? No, he wasn't a friends guy. People tended to talk to him because he seemed really knowledgeable, but he was just too intense. Just too much.
Was there anybody who was close enough to know him at all that we may be able to speak to that you can remember?
I mean, I know the Chancellor tried to take him under his wing. I think he saw a spark of something in Elian.
Leopold.
That's the chap. Lovely guy. I think he's dead, because he was
Ye-
really old a long time ago. I think he tried with him, saw him as some kind of kindred spirit. Beyond that, I don't know.
Yeah, I can confirm. Unfortunately, Leopold has since passed away.
Look, no, actually, there was another girl, a gnome. She was very, very. She was a lot. Very enthusiastic, not much skill. I think she tried to befriend Alien at some point, but I don't know how that went.
Do you know her name as well?
Grey something. Grey something. Can't remember. Can't remember. If I remember, I'll let you know, but I can't.
Grey Feather?
Grey Feather, that's it. I can't. Some.
Thanks, Tom. You helped.
What did I
Thanks,
do?
Tom.
What did I do?
You brought important information.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.
Yes, I think that was it. Like I said, I kind of had my own area of research, and maybe I was a little obsessive about what I did. I wasn't one for fraternising with my fellow students. I did fraternising with other students, if you know what I mean.
No.
No. Oh,
What?
okay.
What?
I mean, I'm sure you do, big fellow. She winks at David.
Like, oh, you'd love to know, wouldn't you?
Anyway, this has been quite an evening. If you've got anything
Yes, I'm
else.
afraid I'm gonna head upstairs and get some rest. If you guys want to ask any more questions or chat longer, feel free, but I'll meet you in the morning for breakfast.
No problem, old man.
If Tom's staying with you, could somebody make sure he goes to bed or goes somewhere where he's not going to raise suspicion? If no one tells him, he may just stand down here all night, and I'm sure the bar will want to shut at some point.
Tom just stands in a corner.
Tom does not require sleep.
No, but you can't just sit around here, Tom. So,
Why?
because this establishment will want to close at some point. Other people do need sleep.
Do they know how doors work?
Yes.
If not, Tom can show them.
David,
on,
I will.
Tom.
I will
Let's go
leave. I will
upstairs.
leave David to Tom. David, I'll leave Tom with you, and I'm heading to bed. I'm feeling quite exhausted after that evening and the fight with the dragon. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night, Balfour.
Right, old
I'll be
man.
back in 1 second, but Balfour's off up to bed.
No problem. Tom, give it 10 minutes and then go upstairs and cuddle with Balfour.
No.
Why not? He likes you. He needs the warmth.
Tom does not wish to intrude on sleep.
Tom, would you
Oh, he'll be
get out of
sleeping
our
rotten
rooms
food.
upstairs out on the corridor and wait for us there until the morning?
Tom can stand in the corridor until the morning.
I feel bad for Tom now.
Well, Alethea's not having him in her room, and she's off to bed too. She's off to bed too. I don't think I've got anything to study, so just putting a spell in my ring of spell storing, and sleep will do for her.
Cool. Cassie is not staying at the pub, so she will go wherever she's going. But at some point, if you want to message her, you can send a smoke message.
Yeah, you said have we got an infinite amount of those
Yes.
sort of spell
Yes.
scrolls? Yeah.
I'm not going to make you use spell slots for those.
Whew.
But the shorter
Uh,
the message, the quicker it will send.
Yes. How long ago since Cassie left the Spire, do we know?
Didn't say, but she made it sound like years and years.
Yeah. That's fine.
I would estimate kind of she probably studied at the Spire for maybe 4 or 5 years. And let's say that was 5, 10 years ago, something like that. Maybe 5 years ago. So are you all going to sleep?
Yes.
David,
Yes.
are you wanting to do anything specifically? Are you still thinking on that message? Are you going to do anything with it? Or are you heading off to sleep as well?
David's just brooding on the message, but
That's
he
fine.
thinks a clear head is what needed.
That's cool. So if you would like to long rest, and then you can have a good night's sleep. I'm not going to ambush you in your dreams. And then you can re-meet in the morning.
We shall.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Tom-
Was it,
is Tom just standing
anything
right
happen
outside
in
the door?
Yeah. Did
Pretty
anything
much.
happen in the corridor?
No.
Shall we go downstairs and wait for the others?
Okay.
So does Tom eat?
No. I mean, Tom doesn't require food. I mean, he could choose to eat, but he doesn't need to.
Does he not want to investigate different flavours and tastes? Or does
I
he just
don't think he
stare
has
at people?
taste buds.
Or does he just stare at people? While
I don't think he could taste. I mean, there's an argument you could. I suppose you could argue he can molecularly analyze food and stuff, but like, he's a robot. Like, he doesn't require food or sleep.
Cool.
Oh, one last thing.
Mhm.
I did. I recast Find Familiar so that Trailblazer is back to being an owl.
Awesomes. Okay, so you've all had a good night's sleep. It's the morning. It's breakfast. Can I take your order? What would you have?
Eggs, meat.
The cheapest thing on the menu.
Don't worry, Alethea, I will buy breakfast. Order whatever you wish.
For those of you that do eat, what would you have for breakfast?
Assume some sort of porridge or basic gruel would be normal sort of substance, not a yeah. She's not a high dining, high flavour.
I know, but you
Not
don't have
bothered
to be
about
high dining just to eat nothing but gruel.
Gruel.
No,
Yeah, but she can cast
Alethea
spells to make it
is
taste better.
one of those who eats to live.
Mm.
Balthor will
flavour.
be a little bit more lives to eat. He will be eggs, bacon, toast.
Turkey leg for breakfast.
Yeah, just whatever's available. Try.
Wounded zebra.
I see Alethea as eating nothing but sandwiches so she can eat one-handed and still study.
Just a bowl of plain crisps.
Yeah.
That she would crush up so she could drink them out of the crisp packet.
And imagine David would probably be on the beer.
David, I'm not going
Was
to
he
lie, he will
culture?
be. No, he'll be. Oh, he's a man of culture. He is. He'll be on the mead and having lemon blueberry scones with eggs on top.
Oh yes, he does like his tea, doesn't he?
He does like his tea.
Love it. Cool. So you're all eating together for breakfast. Are you talking about anything, doing anything, making any decisions?
Where are we going next, Balfour?
I wanted to visit the Spire at some point, but with this new information, I do think we might be able to get some more intel from there. But seems like we've done quite a lot recently. I mean, does anybody else have any suggestions? David, do you need to meet up with your Minotaur friends anymore? You seem to get on with that guy in the museum quite well.
Oh, you can say that, but no, I am the lone wolf away from the pack, shall we say?
I thought you were Minotaur.
You know, metaphors and stuff. Glorious God.
At this point, I'm going to stick with this point. Has everyone seen Hayes?
She must have slipped away.
Is it peculiar that Hayes disappears? I mean,
He's
That's
probably
it,
one of
worried.
these people.
oh, Tom's going to go up to every single person, isn't he, and ask if it's Hayes.
Are you Hayes? Are you Hayes?
His beer's hazy. Oh, sorry. Oh.
The Hayes didn't even come back to the pub with us, did she? So
No. We don't know where Hayes is.
Oh,
We're just-
did she? Do 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 do.
perhaps we spend the next 2 hours or
no,
so
she's not
searching
there.
for Hayes.
I mean, Balfour, how
What?
do we not know? Yeah, I mean, Balfour, how do we not know that Magnus or someone else might have given her a side mission? You know, to do when she can. Hence, why she disappears. I don't think it's too out of the ordinary for a woman of her skills.
No, I mean it's possible.
I doubt it. but it's
I would
possible.
take some objections with that. How can a team function correctly if people have separate missions? We can only work together if we are all working in the same direction. But again, it's not unusual for Hayes to disappear.
Exactly.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
Oh, she will be. Like I say, she has specific skills that might be better suited to a solo mission.
Yes, I mean,
Yes.
sometimes we all long for a solo mission.
I heard you having a solo mission last night. Oh, aye.
I just mean away from you.
I believe he refers to that as cleaning.
Inexperienced.
Ellie feels glad she's not listening to this conversation and is reading a book.
What book is she reading?
One of the new ones.
How to groom yourself, Cats 101.
I'm sorry, what? I've not written a book on grooming.
Yet.
I'm glad you said, yeah, I was going to say, we could tell.
How very dare you!
Sorry, Kat. Let's take that back.
The disrespect, the audacity.
Roll a D100 and make him take damage.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm God.
I can take some of that.
Oof.
No,
Alpha falls asleep on the floor.
I'm not going to make you take that damage. But you
I
do
would.
stub your toe.
It would be just enough to knock me out.
Oh, shit. I was
You
seeing
don't have
it.
more than 50 hit points.
No, I don't.
I do.
Of course you do.
You are a literal tank. You are a war
I only have
machine.
50. I have 51. Like I only got one more.
Oh, you're a nightmare. Love you.
Now,
Huh?
Same. I have the same stat.
Ah, cool.
So getting back on topic, Balfour, I don't know where we should go. I don't know if the Spire's a good choice for us right now, but at the same time, we might need to go there sooner rather than later. But I don't think it'll be a particularly nice place for us.
Well, no, but if
Why do
we've
you
been
say that? Why do you say that, David?
It's just got this ominous feel about it, Olivia. It just feels inevitable.
Oh, do you want to see ominous? Oh, I got.
I mean, a bit like, have you heard of these? Oh no, I don't bring that in.
do it.
I mean, Alethea was excited the moment Balfour said, maybe we should go to the Spire.
Yeah, so like I say, Olivia,
Kat, where do you want us to go?
some things are inevitable.
The Spire.
Resistance,
Okay.
you might say, is futile.
Yes.
Before if we are leaving Ventham, can we have a look at the shops at all and see if they've got any shops that can find any spell scrolls and
Of course.
Parchment, more pencils, or whatever it is, ink.
I have unlimited ink, Balfour. I keep telling you this. Ink's magic.
Of course, if you want to do the usual, there'll be a place for selling standard magical components. We can sort
Yes,
out the
please.
cost afterwards.
Yes, please.
Is there anyone else who wants anything specific?
Not specific, but I've got a question about that message.
Yes. Do you want to message me?
Yes, actually, that's a better way of doing it.
Yes.
Yes.
Balfour doesn't want to do any shopping as he is saving.
Saving all his pennies.
Saving. I think I don't even think I'm a quarter of the way to what I need, but
Well, must have got a big boost of a couple of hundred for.
I mean, feel free to divvy that
Last
up
one.
as much as you want to.
But yeah,
You can.
components and spell scrolls is what Alethea will be after.
Well, you'd have all got 225 apiece, apart from Tom.
well, I'm saving up 2,650 gold pieces is what I'm saving for at the moment.
Should we call that 200 each plus 50 for Tom plus 50 for the pot? Is that right?
Can do. How much do I owe for the breakfast and rooms? How much do we owe for that, Kat?
Standard amount, whatever that is. Yep, I'm fine with that, Ali.
Yep, that's fine.
Entry supplies. I think it's near the end. Oh, high-end clothing. No thanks. But if I'm the only person who wants to go shopping, apart from what David's up to,
David's up to nothing.
I
mean, if you-
want another cup of tea, David.
If you want to, so you're going to get your usual spell components. Is there anything specific you are looking for?
oh god, yeah, I have a massive list of spells I'd
Of
like to
course
buy.
you do. Of course you do.
I mean, if it's level 1, 2, or 3, yeah, and I haven't got it, I'd like it. So
Spoken like a true wizard.
Oh, you're not the only
Yep.
monster in the group. How did you know I was talking about you, Graham?
I was about to say, we prefer minotaurs in this world.
Call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
What don't I have?
So is there a spell you want specifically for this session?
Alter self or enlarge reduce, maybe?
Yep, I have no idea what the costs of these things are. You'd think I'd be prepared, but I ain't.
We've got a D&D catalogue there. We can come to it later.
Yeah, yeah. If
As-
you've got enough gold and you want to buy one of those spells, you're more than welcome.
Excellent. I'm 100% sure with 400 gold I've enough.
To the Google.
Mucho más.
Is it level 1s?
They're both level 2s.
Oh, I've just read something here. It says first level spells are 25 gold pieces.
Yep.
Then second level spells are 10 times that amount.
250.
This is just on something I'm reading. I'm not saying it's official.
Oh, is that on Reddit?
No, I don't think it's on Reddit. It's just something I just read.
Yeah, it is on the Dungeon Master's Guide, but I don't have it electronically. But
Dungeon Master's Guide.
I feel certain I've got enough for at least one level 2 spell scroll.
Oh, yes.
And did I have a level 1 that I wanted to get?
Spellcasting services. Wow, isn't shopping the best bit of every session?
Yes.
Yep. I love it.
I want this thing, and I want that thing, and I want
Okay.
terrible.
If you
I mean,
want,
it's good.
if you
It's
want
going to be
tho-
spells every time.
Yeah, if you want those two, I will let you for this session, a trial period. And if you have the right amount of gold necessary, you can keep them.
Mhm.
If you don't have the right amount of gold, then one or the other may expire. Like
Oh my God,
like a
Kat.
paywall.
Yeah. Finance with Cat.
So if you want to use it this session, yes. But if it turns out that each of them are 2,000 gold, then I'm sorry, you won't be able to use them after this session. So you'll have like a trial.
Oh my God.
Because I don't want to spend the next 10 minutes looking at figures because I'm already
Nah,
bored
fine.
of doing that.
Yeah, fair enough.
While that's happening, can I
Yes.
bring Balthor to a tea shop?
Yes.
Go, Balthor. There's a cup of beautiful tea for you, Balthor. But, Balthor, I'm coming to you because I might have had a message from a friend telling us to watch our backs in the Spire. Don't know
When
why.
you do this for friend, it doesn't make me think they're very trustworthy.
It literally said
This
the letter
doesn't
was
mean-
signed. The letter was signed. A friend. It might be
Okay.
someone we've helped before, but I don't know.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm thinking we need to start watching our backs everywhere we go.
That's a fair comment.
A lot
That's
of
very
crazy
fair
things
comment.
are happening at the minute.
Yeah. Just think the Spire's a dodgy place to go at the best of times, but it's not going to get any safer for us.
Sorry, I took my headphones off because I thought I heard my daughter and she was just screaming online with her friends. Did you mention the content of the message or have you just given the general?
I've just given them the general last bit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No problem then. We'll proceed with caution.
Yes.
Do not, please, David, do not tell Tom we need to watch our backs.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is,
That could be fun.
No.
David has asked Tom to go to a tea shop. Sorry, Balthor to the tea shop. Does Tom just follow anyway?
I mean,
Or is Tom just still standing in the middle of the street because no one said anything else?
That's a very good
Or
question.
does Tom have his own agenda?
Tom has no agenda. At any point ever, Tom has no agenda. Would Tom just follow everybody? Probably.
Probably.
Well, to be fair, would we have not suggested somebody stays with Alethea just in case she needed, if anything happened, so she had some backup anyway?
I don't know. Did you?
Flashback.
Flashback. Yeah, so before me and David go to the tea shop, I had to say, yeah, Tom, could you stay with Alethea and make sure she's safe, please?
Okay.
you.
Worth it.
Tom turns up at the tea shop. It's fine. She's safe.
Oh,
Fucking Tom.
Cut to Alethea locked in a box somewhere. So there you go. She's safe. No, I'm kidding. No. Tom will stay with Alethea if that's what he's been asked to do.
Making a light so she can keep on reading the book.
Yes. Cool.
But yeah, so David, I said, yeah. Okay, David, we will proceed with caution.
yes. Yes. And just David just kind of tails off and looks quite distracted. But
We
Mysterious.
meet up with the guys.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah, I think that may be smart.
We will leave the tea shop. If David did buy any tea for Balfour, it will remain untouched on the table.
But the jug of milk that came with it. Now that's
Wow.
bone dry.
Balfour
No.
doesn't drink tea.
But he does drink milk.
He does love milk.
Great
I'll show
characters.
everybody.
David's going to see that, cast a judging eye over Balfour and go, makes sense.
Disadvantage. Okay, so everyone's been shopping. Everybody's had some tea. Everybody's spilt a little bit of tea. What would you like to do now?
Whatever I am told.
Amazing. Correct answer for this session.
Whereabouts is the museum again? Whereabouts was it?
Venthan. It's to the north of
Venthan.
the Spire.
To the north. Let's have a look at Cambria.
Oh, do you want me to move you onto the map?
No, I've just brought it up.
Oh, that's so you're right.
That's what she said.
One time Angela's not here.
There we go. So,
That's a bigger version.
Venthan is here,
Oh yes,
and
The
the
Spire
Spire is
there.
down here.
yes. David's
So
home
are
is
we-
roughly over here. I
Mhm.
think over here. I can't remember where I said it
You
was.
said it was around Dearest, around that kind of way.
Yeah, that's the one.
Do we head to the Axton step and get to the Spire as quick as possible, or do you want to walk all the way?
I mean, I don't think the Spire has a step, does it?
It does.
Yeah.
All the main,
Oh, it does.
all
Oh,
the main powers have their own step.
of course they do. Sorry,
Mm.
that's Alistair forgetting.
No, that's
I mean,
fine.
are we any rush to get there, or would we go through the other places just
I
in
have
case
nothing
there's
else
something?
prepared for other places.
Should we just take a step and go there straight away?
Like I said, this might take a session, maybe a session and a half, and then I am going to let you wander around the world. So I will prepare various other places. But I was coming up with this because we didn't have any direction afterwards. So let me move you back to the lovely image, another AI generated image of the Spire. So this is what it looks from the outside.
That looks
Because
far too nice.
it's lovely, isn't it?
It's not what I imagined.
No,
I imagined
it's-
more shadow and death and
No, I mean,
doom.
the only thing I will say is I couldn't get the computer to actively do this, but the tower
Yeah.
itself, the Spire itself, is massive. It just goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up. It is impossibly huge. So that's
I just like
not the kind of... It's one of these buildings that the longer you look at it, the more it hurts your eyes because it doesn't make sense.
Yep.
But you are appearing on the step inside. Oh, this is a new AI. Bear with.
No pasa nada.
So you arrive inside of the Spire, and this place is insanely busy. I haven't put too many people on here, but it is a jumble of people. There are people all over the place. There are doors and steps. It is like an Escher painting, if everyone remembers that particular painting, where there are stairs everywhere.
Crazy stairs.
Crazy stairs place.
Sam's favourite picture.
Hmm?
Sam's favourite picture. From observation alone, just looking, do these people all look like they're acting similarly to how Casey or Cassie was acting around us? Do they all seem a little bit more all go, all energy, over the top, hectic?
They're not all acting the same. There are various different emotions, but it does appear to be a bit heightened. So there are wizards that are almost feel like they're running late for school, that there are dashing in and out of steps, but there are also those that are wandering around confused up and down staircases, around and around. It's just, there's noise. It sounds like a busy train station or airport because there's an echo to it. It appears to be kind of magically open, yet you know you're inside. It has this impossible nature to it. You are all at the top, and I've given you your 3-dimensional tokens.
We're playing RuneScape.
Because sometimes I like doing this view. On the platform you are at the moment, in the middle, there is, for all intensive purposes, a magical information desk. And there are tons of people around here. And manning this information desk are 4 wizards. Are they 4 wizards? Or are they the same wizard?
Is Hazy here?
Oh, Hayes is not here. She was here when I was prepping, but whoop,
Yes.
gone.
He's gone again.
I'm just going to say, Alethea, I think these are more your people than our people. Do you want to lead the way with this one, or Balthar?
Okay, I can. I can try.
No, but we're here to help if you need us, Alethea, but I agree with David. I believe you'll know how to speak to these people. I've got a feeling I may just get irritated again, so I
Yes.
do apologise.
For those of you who are inclined to feel this kind of way, the noise is a little too loud. It is a little too bright. It like I said, it gives a general impression of like a transport hub at rush hour. There's a constant chatter of noise. There are people walking about holding things. Like I said, these wizards in the centre are answering questions continuously to all the people that are asking them insane, weird questions. What do you want to do?
Just before we approach them, just are we telling them that we're from the Vanguard, or are we just general visiting?
I personally don't think we should, just to keep our cards close to our chest. But
Who are we then, if they ask?
As
I mean,
you're
no.
standing and talking, there's someone else who's coming through the portal as well, so you are being jostled out of the way as you are talking. It's like you're standing in a doorway.
Oh, sorry.
Watch where you're going.
I am Tom.
Is Tom trying to introduce himself to everybody there?
Yes.
Remembering lies is more difficult than remembering the truth.
that is
So if
true.
we're making a story up, we have to be pretty precise. I don't know if we have the time to come up with some sort of intricate plan at the minute.
I mean, you can if you want.
I'm not very good at telling lies.
I think we should stick with the truth. We are members of the Vanguard. We're here on Vanguard business.
With that, approach the desk, I guess.
Okay. The closer you get to the desk, can you give me a perception? Just because I feel like we haven't rolled enough dice, although this is a really, really low check.
All of us are just
Yeah.
Alethea who's stepping forward.
Yeah, all of you can. Alethea, you are just so overwhelmed by the amount of people that are standing around you trying to ask questions. Balthar, you as well. You are not enjoying being jostled.
I am keeping an eye on other people around. I'm actually actively not looking forward. I'm just keeping an eye as everyone's walking around.
Okay. And Alethea, you are just overwhelmed by all these people asking questions. It's like as busy as the busiest bar in a pub with everyone trying to speak to one of 4 barmen. That's the kind of atmosphere it has. Tom and
Yeah,
David, David even more so, these aren't 4 wizards. They're the same wizard. Spinning in the centre is some kind of arcane device that's turning. But these are essentially the same wizard who is dealing with all these questions, but there's just 4 of him.
If Balthar notices Alethea seems a little bit like overwhelmed, it's just to say to her, "Have you ever been here before, Alethea?"
No, I've always wanted to come, but I've never been here before.
Yeah, well, try your best and enjoy it. I mean, hopefully now you're inside, you can feel inspired.
Inspiration! Because cat
I'll-
loves a pun.
I'll go fishing for that.
Cat loves a pun.
Can't believe you used me, Balfour.
I was being earnest. I do hope you feel inspired.
Beautiful.
I suppose approach one of them.
Are you going to try and attract his attention?
In the only way Leafy knows how. Hello. Hello.
And all you can hear is this wizard talking, well, this particular one wizard talking to people either side of you. He is incredibly well dressed, very poised, and eerily calm in this situation, dealing with things left and right. So he's like, Management Bureau of Celestial Calibrations, off to your right down the 2nd steps. Experimental Theoretical Metaphysical Research, up to the other steps. And these are things he's talking with other people, and it's echoed with the other 3 of him.
If Battle is that they're not paying attention to anything, that was him just banging down on the counter to make enough noise that they have to look across.
Can you roll me an intimidation or a performance? Whatever energy that you would like to use.
I'm feeling angry. I'm thinking he's quite angry a lot of the time.
Oh, fantastic. So what do you say, and how do you do it?
I was just planning on just banging on the counter just to get the attention. So I just hit really, really hard. Anything on the table, on the counter may bounce off, I guess. Scare Alethea just a little bit.
Does
Roll
the
for
whole
flinching.
place go quiet?
Well, 2 of the wizards, closest to you, both in unison, turn and look at you.
I will give them that stare as if you come here now.
With a 24, you see both of them flicker slightly. There's a ripple of emotion on a facade that you can tell doesn't often crack. And one of them turns and carries on with what he's doing, but one of them has your full attention now.
My friend here wants to speak to you.
Hi. my name's Leafia. What's your name?
My name is Percival Tommen. Yes, that's my name.
Hi, Percival. Could you help me at all, please?
That's what I'm here for. Who are you?
I'm Alethea, and this is my friends Alpha and David, and that's Tom.
And when you say each of their names, the wizard is looking at each of you with quite a lot of intensity.
We're looking for someone. Do you know Aurelian Docks?
Million
You're
dogs.
looking for a boy.
I think that's what you're giggling about.
And he holds up one hand, and there's like a scroll, like a transparent scroll of information flickers through, like he's looking through some kind of codex in front of him. Aurelian Docks. Yes.
Can we? Is he here? Can we go see him?
He worked in the Archive of the Arcane Artifact Acquisition, Relic Registration, Magic Miscellany of the Documentation, Organisation and Archiving of Talismans, Charms, Runestones, Crystals, Jewels, Adornments, Accoutrements, Figurines, Instruments, Contraptions and other assorted paraphernalia of Eldritch Origins and Arcane Significance.
Must be one hell of a sign on that door.
Yes. Yes, there is.
Did you say worked? Is he no longer here?
I do not have a record of who is actually in the building now, or what the building actually is at the moment. But he is on my list.
Can you point us in the direction of where we could find that ridiculously long named department, please?
All four wizards point.
What, different
The
directions?
same direction? In four
Different directions. The one who's speaking to you says, again, he ripples slightly. Take the central stairwell down to the 3rd floor. Turn right out of the stairs and head to the end of the hall. Make a left. Then take your next right. The office is on the 5th door on the left. Right. Left.
This machine appears to be broken.
I said, can I roll an insight to
Yes.
see if I believe that that's the right way?
Yes. Yes.
I
You
believe that's the right way.
everything he's saying.
Would Tom, as a majority part machine, notice that there appears to be something off with this machine?
Yeah, you can have a look.
Cool. How do you want me to look?
If you do an insight.
Wants to investigate. He wants to insight.
19.
It's not a machine.
It's
It
not real.
appears off. Because it's like juddering over its words, like it's a projection of sorts.
Sorry, could you just repeat those directions again, please? Just to make sure I got the right way.
And sorry, what was the department name again?
The department name is the Archive of the Arcane Artifact Acquisition, Relic Registration and Magical Miscellany of Documentation, Organisation and Archiving of Talismans, Charms, Runestones, Crystals, Jewels, Adornments, Accoutrements, Figurines, Instruments, Contraptions and other assorted paraphernalia of Eldritch Origins and Arcane Significance.
Sorry, just one more time. Didn't quite get that.
I mean, I am getting Iron Man vibes of Shield here. You need to work on that name.
You appear to be looking for the Arcane of the Archive of the Arcane Artifact Acquisition, Relic Registration and Magical Miscellany of Documentation, Organisation and Archiving of Talismans, Charms, Runestones, Crystals, Jewels, Accoutrements, Adornments, Figurines, Instruments, Contraptions and other assorted paraphernalia of Eldritch Origin and Arcane Significance. And the more he
I
says
believe
it,
I believe you've said arcade and archive many times in that one department name. It seems very flawed.
oh, there is emotion showing on this face now. He
No
is
disrespect to Lethea, but
Can we piss off the guy behind the counter?
Oh. you,
Balfour will turn around and say, I mean no disrespect to Lethea, but in my experience, wizards and people like that tend to try and make themselves feel more important than they actually are. So giving things fancy names is just there to make them feel smarter when, in fact, just a room that says artifacts would suffice.
who are you?
Hi, I'm Balfour. And he'll just wink at Tom.
Tom puts his hand up for a high five.
Graham, you can have inspiration.
I am a member of the Vanguard, sent here on official business.
Vanguard.
Yes, you can repeat words. You must be smart. How about those directions?
What?
It seems like this one's brain's gone to
Who
sleep.
are you?
Hi, I am Balfour.
Vanguard.
Can I
Yes.
use my mage hand to try and poke him?
Yes, you can do. What reaction are you hoping for?
Just to see if it's physically there
Oh,
to start off with.
can you roll me a D4?
A D4. Natural 4.
Natural 4. Okay. He's not.
Hand just goes straight through him.
Yes.
No one else can see it. I can.
Yes. But one of the other ones turns to look at you.
As he turns, can I say, this one seems to have forgotten the directions to the artifacts room. I think that'll suffice. Can you give us the directions, please?
Again, Vanguard.
No, with just the Vanguard. Not again, Vanguard.
This is the last instruction I will give you for this room. You need to take...
Don't want instructions, directions, please. You do not instruct the Vanguard.
You feel the hair on the back of your neck bristle slightly. There's a sense of ozone in the air.
Dan Gabalta will stand his ground even if he feels that he will not budge.
Can everybody roll a perception for me?
Really quite perceptive at the moment.
Are you though? No.
Nope, that's 2 natural ones for perception so far. But I've just got inspiration, so why not use inspiration?
No.
And
None
then a
of-
natural 1.
None of you notice anything.
Tom notices nothing with 15. Oh,
No.
tough.
So take the central stairwell down to the 3rd floor, turn right out of the stairs and head to the end of the hall, make a left, then make your next right. The office you seek is the 5th door on the left.
Oh,
Thank
that
you.
was much clearer. Thank you very much.
And as you are talking, another person waiting at the information desk. Oh, there's a little person here. She's a
Yay.
small gnomish lady, notices the atmosphere has changed dramatically, and she walks up to you, just be like, first time here.
Yeah. How did you know?
That's quite easy to tell. Are you lost? Do you need help?
No. Help, maybe, but we have direction, so we're not lost yet.
Okay. Just be careful. This place changes all the time.
What do you mean?
Rooms aren't always where you think they should be. And
Oh.
stairs sometimes move as well, but that's okay.
Oh, maybe we will need some help then. But what was your name?
I'm Hilda.
Oh. Hi, Hilda. I'm Alethea.
She has an armful of books. And like, well, if you...
Oh, best mates.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, book friends!
Book friends! I've learnt with this place that it's not necessarily about knowing where you want to go. It's about believing and trusting in the information that'll take you there.
Believe me, I do not trust any of the information we just got.
Really?
Really.
But the information is usually so good.
But they need to work on their customer service.
Those illusions seem to be a little bit confused and telling us where to go.
Oh, that's unusual. Usually he's so much better than that. Oh well, some people have an off day. Even he can have an off day, I guess. Right, where would you like to go?
Tom, I believe you asked for the title of that place twice. Can you please tell them? You have a somewhat of the best memory here.
No.
Sorry, Tom, I'm just a bit taken back. You normally do what I ask.
Only when it's within my power.
Something to do with arcane artifacts, arcane trinkets, and crystals and other things that are magical nature and curiosities.
Excuse me, Mr. Information Man, can you tell this lady where we want to go?
I tire of you.
That's nice. Information, please.
Can you all roll a perception for me?
I'm not feeling very perceptive at the moment.
Oh, you are.
I was reverse psychology. I said that last time I rolled on that one. I said I feel very perceptive.
Balther and Tom, you notice just so slightly, the ground shakes.
Did you have a big lunch, David?
Hilda can see things are getting a little bit charmed, a little charged, and she'll take hold of Alethea's hand and be like, maybe we should try and find the room ourselves. It's best not to upset.
Hang of the customer service people.
I will follow, but I would like to maintain eye contact with Information Man as I'm walking till I'm out of sight of him.
Does the Spire have like a trip advisor where we can leave a bad review?
You can do.
But yeah, just
Or like a guest book.
So I was walking away, even though I need to be looking where I'm going. I am just looking back and maintaining eye contact with this person until
Okay.
I'm waiting for them to look away first.
Oh, he doesn't. Balther, can you roll me? Oh.
Constitution saving
No,
throw.
I want to see if you notice something specifically. Would that be more perception or investigation? I'd say perception because you're looking at something, not actively. Perception, 16.
A 16.
He doesn't blink. This entire time, he doesn't blink.
I mean, even if my eyes start watering, I would like to not blink for as long as possible.
Roll Constitution.
Just straight con or con save.
Con save. Yeah. Okay. Your eyes are streaming, but
Hmm.
you can maintain a while. He's not bothered in the slightest.
No, this is for me. It's Balfour's doing it for himself. And then as soon as we turn a corner or walk through a door, I will then, when he's out of eyeline, I'll then look away, just wipe the tears from my face with my beard.
Cool. Okay, so Hilda has hold of Alithia's hand. She'll be like, would you like me to help you find where you're looking for?
Yes, please.
I think it's on the way. If I go down the corner. And she leads you down some stairs, through a door that takes you back into this room, down another set of stairs, through a door, and then through an array of hallways and rooms. You're passing doorways after doorways. Doesn't seem to match up with the instructions that you were given. But she said, fine, the instructions aren't important, because if you need it, you'll find your way. So you're after artifacts. I think it might be this room. And she takes you around the corner of a hallway, and there's like a rough door in the room, door in the wall. She'll be like, I think this is what you're after. If not, it's the one that's through it. I think you have to go through to get to it. I have to go to my class now. Good luck.
Thanks, Hilda. Question for Kat: is this like a Ghostbuster type scenario where if one of us thinks something different, because if it's thinking of what you want, Balfour might be thinking about being in a room alone with the information guy.
I mean, I don't have that kind of room prepared.
I'm just saying that might be going when she says it's it's wanting. If you want to find something, you will find it. That might just come into his mind of, I would love to be in a room alone with my guy for 5 minutes.
I mean,
Can't
No,
believe you
David,
made a
not like that.
Marshmallow Man reference rather than a Harry Potter reference.
Yeah, that was ghost. That's what comes to mind. The Ghostbusters
not
thing.
necessarily in that. It's a bit more room of requirement,
Cool.
but with a bit more guide rails to it. So you can have the instructions and get there, but you might get there quicker if you concentrate more. The building is kind of alive-ish, shaped by the will of the wizards and of the god himself.
I will follow Alethea, but that's where Balfour's mindset is at the minute, guys. Just so you know.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to move you.
Is David on mute?
Yes, David was on mute. He just
Yeah.
realised he had his mic. I've got my good mic working,
Ooh.
and I can mute it.
Did you want to make any comment that I didn't see
Yeah.
that you were talking?
Does Balfour look visibly upset or pissed off?
Oh, he looks
Always.
pissed off.
All right, I'm just going to come up.
A smidgen more than his normal resting bitch face.
Yes, I'm just going to put a hand on Balfour's
Yes.
shoulder. So, Balfour, we're in a tower of wizards. I think it's best not to piss them off.
That's okay. I've not found a wizard yet who can be frightened with this, and he'll just pat on there.
You've
Don't
not seen
concern.
Alethea yet, have you? Properly. You've not been looking at Alethea properly, have you?
She's not one of those wizards.
She's
She's
powerful
at
in
this
her own
minute in
right.
time. She is part of our team. She's not trying to make herself look more superior than anybody else. That's why I find wizards tend to be.
Wizards always start off pure, though.
Oh, he's wizard racist. Oh.
Oh, he's not wizard racist, but Balfour might be.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, Balfour is. Does Alethea hear any of this?
Nope.
The two loudest characters in the game are being quiet.
How's Alethea enjoying being in the Spire? How is this living up to her expectations?
Well, perception-wise, she's done terribly. So presumably, she is just overawed by the entire experience, and zoning out to what's actually going on, really, because of everything that is going on.
Yeah.
But focus then is on. Oh, she said go through 2 doors, so I'm going to go through 2 doors, not on the guys behind chatting.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. So, Hilda has directed you at a doorway in a wall. Do you going to go through this one?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, you step out of the hallway. No, it's not that way.
That way.
There we go.
Oh, I have a room to look at now.
So,
Oh,
you step into. You appear to have stepped into this room via not a doorway. There's a doorway opposite you as well, but there is some kind of whole secret door. It's made a door. It's conjured a door for you where a door shouldn't be, which doesn't seem right. But here you are nonetheless. And as you step in, the room smells dusty. It's obviously not been in a while. There are books and debris piled everywhere. The floor is a state. The light is dusty. That kind of, you feel like if you kind of hit the carpet too hard, there'd be a giant pile of dust that would appear.
I thought that was some weird bearded person then. With the way
Yeah.
around. I was like, what the heck is just arrived? I thought it was some sort of weird bearded person.
Oh, I see, yes.
everyone dust. Anyone dust.
Dust!
I don't
Anybody?
think this is the room we're meant to be in, but I'm quite happy to look around.
Is there anyone who'd like to do anything first?
Is the room kind of as we see it on
Yes.
the map? There's
Yes.
things in destruction,
Yep.
the globe in front of us, stacks of books.
It has the general atmosphere of no one's been in here in quite a while.
Okay. Is there any say this desk down here?
Mhm.
Is that the only one that looks like it's intact and all with papers on it?
I mean, it is exactly what you see here. So there are
Yeah.
books on all the shelves, but they look old. They are faded. There are books that are piled everywhere that are in various states of disarray. There's some that have water damage, even though there's no obvious sign of water anywhere. It's that kind of abandoned look to it.
Can David have a look through all of the bookshelves to see if there's any book that doesn't have any dust on it? Like it looks as if it's been freshly looked at, or
How are you looking?
With
oh,
his eyes-
intently.
Are you looking with your eyes? Are you looking with your hands? Give me a word.
Oh.
Paint me a word picture of what
He's
you're doing.
a horny bard. He's probably
You're
looking
looking
with
with other things.
David's not a horny bard. He's just
like a dowsing rod, just.
no, he's
Woo, woo,
like
woo,
Alistair
woo,
Wood.
over there.
He's just looking up and down, side to side,
Okay.
just looking with his eyes as he goes past, hoping that a book could.
Okay, can you give me an investigation, please? And where did I save some information?
16.
Okay,
I'm rolling
let's
well.
resolve this first, and then I will come to some other people. Bear with.
Turn and see Alithia rolling around in a pile of books.
Scrooge McDuckin.
Yeah.
So, David, whereabouts are you wanting to look?
All over, ideally, but
All
I'll
over.
start over to the left.
Okay, so
Left to the
on
left.
the other side of the shelves over here, there is.
Where?
Oh, here? No, I'm on the wrong. There you go. I was on the map player there.
Ah, yes.
So around the other way, you can see that there are a couple of books that look both of them look the same. Not as dusty as everywhere else.
Who said books have a title on the spine?
No, it's faded.
Alethea, got some books you might want to have a look at.
Head over and have a look.
Was Alethea doing everything over there that we want to
She would
resolve
have been
before
looking. She would have been looking at what was in and around the desk.
Okay. In that case, can you roll for initiative? Because on the desk is...
Rolling investigation.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, yeah.
mimic.
Yeah.
We have a map mimic. So disguised as a piece of paper sitting out on the table, waiting to entrance any wizards who seem to be curious enough to investigate the table, is a mimic.
Mimic.
Okay, so let me just... Ooh, that's a good roll. I didn't say that out loud. So,
There you go.
would anybody else like to roll initiative? Just so we can carry on the rest of this. So Alethea is 15. No.
Is today the day she takes the hits?
19. Oh, 21. 'cause you get
21.
fit and, yep.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey.
Oh, little
Looks asleep to me.
Aw.
Don't wake him.
Joseph, roll for initiative. Little baby roll initiative. Oh.
Oh.
Bless him. David, have you rolled?
No, but I will.
I thought he was going to hold it up and do the Lion King as I played the music.
Oh, we have a tie.
Ooh. Balthor, what's your dex? But you get a... Yeah, what's your dex is?
My dex is 12.
14.
Brilliant is probably 16.
14.
Okay, so... We will deal with the mimic and Alethea first, because you have touched this thing and it is going to attack you. I know, right?
Do some damage. Do some damage. Do some damage.
So, you have woken this thing up because it was having quite a nice, little sleep. What's it going to try and do?
Paper cut.
Well, it is going to, flap at you.
It might hit still. No mage armor.
Does a 7 hit?
No.
No.
Still, she survives.
Wish I had inspiration. I would give it to the mimic.
Now, GM question because I'm tired. Now do I revert to the top of the order or do I carry on afterwards? Because it was kind of...
If that was like a round before
Surprise
initiative
round.
kicked
Yeah.
in, then you'd then start from the top.
Cool. In that case, we'll start with Tom. Would Tom like to do anything as we're in initiative order to investigate or...
Does Tom know that there's an enemy over there on the table?
I wouldn't have thought so.
This map tried to bite me.
Okay, Tom now knows that there's an enemy over there on the table.
Pump the butt boy.
Oh, who switched him on?
Well, then I guess if Tom is aware that there is an enemy, Tom will try to attack Seth.
Don't use Spire, Tom.
Oh, Tom's
Use
definitely
fire,
using
Tom.
Firebolt.
I mean, I was expecting him to come over with a cannon just to blast this map into pieces.
So
I mean, that's the second thing he's gonna do. So the first thing he's gonna do is throw a firebolt, and then he's going to fire a cannon. That's a nat 1.
Oh, no.
Alithia's taking damage.
So you miss and you hit the bookcase next to Alithia, which sets alight and hits Alithia too. But the fire also wakes up a book mimic that was hiding on the shelves next to Alithia as well.
My God.
Cool. I then fire my cannon at the map mimic.
At Alithia, was that?
Does Alithia take any damage from the fire?
Yeah. Gonna do some damage, Graham. Come on, Tom. Do that damage.
Do you want me to roll the firebolt damage?
Yes.
That is when it rolls through.
So tense.
I want it to be like
9
not that
from
high.
the firebolt.
Mhm.
And then the cannon, which I fired at the map mimic,
Cool.
is
I did actually give you
12.
a token for the cannon now. So if you click on your token and then press the button that should appear at the bottom that says cannon, it will generate a little token for you. So if you want to move it separately, but I think it's attached to your arm, isn't it?
It's sort of like a handheld thing. It came up when I pressed that button to see what it did. Brackets from spawn API character Eldritch Cannon not found. So it won't spawn
but I need
anything.
to rename it. That's why. That's fine. Because what it would do is like Trailblazer does. So if you wanted to mount it somewhere, then you've got control.
Yeah.
Over it. Cool. So now we have 9 fire, which 4 has been negated, or have you absorbed the 4?
I think that is what is absorbed.
Cool. And then that's 12 force damage on a 21 attack. Well, the 21 will hit.
It knocks it 5 feet away from the cannon as well, so back
Okay.
5 feet.
About there. So it knocks it off the table and onto the floor. And 2d8 force damage.
Which was 12.
That's fine. Okay. Nope, I've forgotten how to work roll 20 now. No, not like that. Okay, next up, is there anything else that you want to do?
No, that's me good.
Baltha.
If I guess I wouldn't have them in my hands a minute, but I would draw my sword and shield. 5, 25 gets me to there. Would I be able to see this one on the shelf?
Do you want to roll me a perception? See if are you actually looking out for it?
After seeing Tom shoot a firebolt in there, as soon as I've walked in, I'm looking for danger.
Okay,
around.
well, in
So
that
the
case,
se-
it's pushed itself off of the shelf that's on fire and is snapping around on the floor.
I would then like to
Rage.
point my ring at it.
Ooh, I
Oh,
like
yeah.
I know. And use 1 charge of my ring of the ram, please.
Nice.
Which is 320 plus 7. The attack. That would be a 13.
13. For the book or
Mimic on
for
the
the
floor.
book or the map?
Yes. The book, because I see that next to Alethea.
Cool. And that was, sorry, a 13.
A 13, yeah.
That matches.
So is that class as a head to you, or?
Yes.
So I will do 13 points of force damage and move this one 5 feet away from Alethea.
Nice. So that's shoved further along the floor, past the bookshelf. Very nice. Okay.
And
Anything
then
else?
shout to Alethea to Alethea, move back. You look hurt. The first time ever.
And wouldn't you know it, it's by. Oh, I know what I should have done. Oh, that would have been a much better move.
That's okay.
Deal.
There's plenty of time.
I should have counterspelled it.
You can't spell a cantrip? I guess you can.
That will, as Yugi says, end my turn.
Lovely. It's the map's turn next. It's the map. It's the map. It is going to crawl and flap along the floor towards Alethea and attempt to launch itself at you and stick itself to you. Can you... Oh, it says a DC 13, but it doesn't say of what. That's always good.
Well, a normal mimic, is it a dex save?
I was gonna say it sounds like it's trying to grapple.
Yeah.
It sounds like a strength save to me.
Yeah, strength. That'll be fun for Alethea.
Yeah. It adheres to the creature, enveloping the creature's face and covering its eyes and ears and airways. Escape, DC 13. The target creature is immediately blinded and deafened and begins suffocating at the beginning of the mimic's next turn. How exciting. Go on then, let's do a grapple.
Strength saving throw.
Yes.
What could go wrong?
Oh.
Yes.
So this thing is like flapping up at you, attempting to latch onto your face. But you're able to bat it away. And it is your go now. Am I giving Alethea book trauma?
Oh God,
They're fighting back.
When books fight back.
It's all her nightmares coming to one. So the first thing she's probably going to do is,
Just
in a
when you thought
panic,
it was safe to go back in the library.
I think she's going to misty step out of there to start off with. So I don't think I need to do a full 30 feet, but it does seem like a safe distance to get sort of all the way back there.
Straight into another row of books.
It looks like Alethea's been sucked into a book. She's disappeared.
Oh no!
She's over there.
Thanks, Tom.
And yeah, it wouldn't be Alethea without having an earthen grasp to come out and help her.
Do what with it and where?
So I think it will come out of the floor that direction to go for the map's been attacking her, so it'll be going for the map.
Cool. So, is that a strength save?
Strength save for DC 16. Oh.
4.
So that's 4. Say it's bludgeoning. What's the damage type? Bludgeoning, yeah.
Yeah, it is not happy, but it is.
And it's grappled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do? Anything that Trailblazer would like to do?
Uh, no, Trailblazer's not going into mimic territory. I've used my action and bonus action, so I think that'll end a turn.
Okay, so this book mimic down here is not going to do anything. David, could you roll me an echo?
It's an old room. We haven't been in. No one's been in here for a while.
You got 2 books you're picking up. Oh, what are you trying to persuade me about?
Oh, no, nothing. My mouse has been a dick.
You have 2 books. One of them might be a mimic. Do you want to roll me?
And the other one might be a mimic.
Ooh. Can you roll me before your odds or evens?
I just picked them both up.
You just pick them both up. Okay then.
Not bad.
So,
Oblivious to the carnage going on behind him.
you have 1 normal book, 1 mimic.
Which immediately latches onto your face.
So remind
Good
me.
job, my arms are very long and it's far away from my face.
So you have found an interesting book, which we will resolve later. But yes, the book mimic was after Alithia, so it's going to have a bite because you picked it up and you woke it up and it's not happy. 19.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Little bit.
It's gonna have a nibble. And it's not at half its hit point, so it's not going to grapple.
Fuck that heart.
And now it's your go.
So
Who's go?
David's go.
mine.
Oh,
What? So this hasn't got hold of me at all, has it?
No, it's just taken a bite so far.
That's fine. And like fallen to the floor.
Well, it depends if you've picked it up and are holding it. It's gone to chomp at
Oh.
you.
If it's bit me, I'm not going to hold on to it.
No.
is it latched onto his hand?
No.
Okay, I'm going to swing with my guitar axe at it.
Okay, that will hit.
And the 22 hit. And I get to roll the damage twice and take the higher of the 2 because I have Savage Attacker.
Lovely.
I'll take the 14, please.
Okay. You hit it and pages fly all over the place. Are you like baseball punting it or just like hitting it?
Oh no, it's over the head. Die.
Right, lovely. That's cool. So it's at your feet as you're smacking it.
Yes.
Awesome. Anything else that you would like to do?
Who's around me? Is Alithia close to? I'm going to shout over to Alithia. Be brave, Alithia. Be strong. And I give her bardic inspiration.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Nice.
Top of the order, Tom. What would you like to set fire to now, Tom?
I guess Tom being Tom would probably just continue to attack the thing he was attacking already.
Does he not have like
so
a
he'll move
threat
to
assessment
there
for anything
and
else
just
going on?
in a straight line. What going on?
Just other things going on. He's just continually going after the thing he always was going after.
I assume that's what Tom would do unless anybody's asked him to do anything different. He'll
Cool.
just continue with his previous.
So the map is being grappled at the moment by the earthen hand.
So is it in the hand or is the hand holding it where it was? Is it like pinning it to the floor or is it picked it up and has hold of it or?
Alithia, what style does your hand? What's your hand doing?
I think it would have gone for the pin.
Pinning it to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Tom is going to use one of his new spells that he got at last level up.
Ooh.
So Tom is going to use Scorching Ray.
Exciting.
So I can create 3 rays of fire, hurl them at targets within range. 1 target or several ranged spell attack for each ray. On a hit, 2d6 fire damage. Okie dokie.
Pretty decent.
So I need to roll 3 times.
And are you aiming for the same one, or are you aiming one at the map, at the book? How are you splitting it?
Well, there's 3 enemies, 3 rays. Maybe I should aim 1 at each.
What would Tom do?
What would Tom do?
WWTD.
What would Tom do?
Introduce himself.
Well, yeah, there's that. So we've got a 21, a 24, and a 23.
That's a good shot,
Boom.
Bogwood. I mean, Tom.
What do you mean? With limb rolls, it means Bogwood rolled no higher than like 4.
True.
Yeah, that's a 14, a 17, and a 16. For Bogwood, that's a 2, a 3, a 2. So we've got damage.
So what are
Which
you,
one's which?
which one are you aiming at, or are they all the same?
I'm gonna go 1 at each.
Okay. So which one's getting
So
the
we'll
9?
go map, bottom book, map, bottom book, top book.
Okay, so map. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. So the map disintegrates into ash. And crumbles in the hand as from the shadows a familiar face peers at you. Hi, Angela.
I'm not here, I'm just watching from a distance.
I know, that's fine. So the map.
Hi, Angela.
Hi. The map has crumbled. The book takes. Wrong button. And the one next to David takes that. And they're looking pretty battered now.
And
Now for
then
your
I
cannon.
will cannon blast at the bottom book.
That's
So
range enough
24.
for hit.
For 11 force damage, and it gets knocked back 5 feet.
Okay. It flies against the wall in a shedding pages all over the place, but it's still going. Balthar. Oh, sorry, was that everything?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's it.
So is this bookcase here like on fire?
A little bit.
I would like to, if I can, move close to it, use my action to try to put out the fire.
How very responsible of you.
Well, I didn't start the fire.
It was always burning while the world was turning.
So,
Yep, okay, so is that what you're going to use for your action?
yes.
Okay, do you have a bonus action that you would like to use?
I don't think so at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, just going to try and concentrate on putting the fire out. I do have a water skin, which I'm quite happy to take out and start.
That will be more than enough.
Yeah, trying to stop the fire from spreading, because I can see there's a lot of old, dry books in this place.
Yes. Okay, how very considerate of you. Alithia, your turn.
Oh no, did not mean to do that. I was meant to do in that one. What
You're gonna
movement
move
can
it?
I? Yeah, I was going to say, what movement can I do?
So you still have a book down here against the wall,
Yeah,
and one that's engaged with David.
I think you can move 5 foot. It's not a fast thing, so yeah. Move it down a space.
Is that an action to move it or a bonus action? Oh, as an action, you can use it to crush.
Yeah. Cause the hand to reach for a different creature or move to a different
Yes.
unoccupied space within range. Oh, move to an unoccupied space.
Yeah, as I say, it just says it's a 5 foot space, doesn't it? Not that you can move it 5 feet.
Within range,
Yeah.
yeah. So you can move it right next to it.
So just on the presumption that it needs to be a range of 30 feet. If not, at least it'll just step forward to make sure that
That's
it
fine.
can reach that far. But that's an or grapple, not move and grapple. So that's an action and bonus action. I will try and move another 5 foot closer and try and shove the book into the wall.
Awesome. Do I need to roll a save for that one?
Tank must succeed a strength saving throw.
Strength saving, that was it.
Telekinesis.
That's
Yeah.
a -4.
Oh wow.
I mean, I'm not going to work out what it was you're aiming for because that failed.
That the hand is going to push it into the wall and effectively grind it into dust. With a -4, I know it wasn't an attack, but that is grappled so hard with a -4. It is like powder.
Another
Nice.
one bites the dust.
Literally.
Another
Do,
one.
do,
Another
do.
one.
Anything else that you would like to do?
No, that's a move, action, and bonus action.
Trailblazer?
Probably actually come back to me now.
Mhm.
It's not. I assume it's not a really tall room, so
No.
not much flying space.
So now we move on to the book mimic that's going to try and stick itself to David.
Haha.
Strength saving throw, please.
That's a 9.
Oh, it's gonna stick to you because it needed an 11.
Oh, unlucky, Alistair.
Yes. Although it doesn't say it does need damage, it's just stuck to you now.
It's just inconvenient.
Just glommed itself round your ankle, having a chew on your shoe. And it is your go now.
What does it say? What does it?
It's going to be like a wax strip on a Minotaur.
Yeah.
I'll pull it off for you.
How battered and bruised does it look?
Very.
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Oh, give me some book hate. Make Alithia blush with how much you hate this book.
Will you just fuck off into parchment dust, you asshole?
Love it, roll it.
It's a 6.
Oh, it's not quite enough.
Oh, I didn't think it would be.
Not quite.
Well, it's a wisdom save.
It's a wisdom
Wisdom
save,
save,
is it?
Wisdom save.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh
No,
no.
you're all right.
It's
I've
a
never
very
used
wise book.
What was your DC on that?
16.
Oh no, it failed.
Because I have a very generous DM.
I know.
And it now has disadvantage on its next attack. It makes before the end of its next turn.
Love it. Love it. Although you are flanking with Tom. Oh, but that was Vicious Mockery, wasn't it? So
Okay, yeah, I don't get a plus
you
3.
don't flank when you cast a spell.
No.
It is Tom's turn now. So there is this book that is attached.
Oh, that's fine.
Can I just ask one quick question?
Yes, you
Has nobody, like David, said anything to Tom? Would Tom just like hit the thing that stuck to David?
Yeah.
Is my question for Graham.
Yeah. No, Tom's
Probably.
going to attack the thing whether it's attached to his leg or not.
Yeah.
Cannon.
Sword.
It's Tom's go now, and this doesn't have a lot of health left, so give it some flavour.
I don't think Tom would use like a fire or anything. He's not that thick. I mean, he's not thick at all. He has a 19 intelligence score, so I don't know why I play him so simple.
I mean, he's got book
He'll
smarts,
probably,
but not street smarts.
yeah, he'll probably just pop his arm blade out and sort of try and extricate the book from David's leg with a careful swipe.
Oh, I like the word careful there. Do you want to give me an unarmed attack?
Even with a +3, that'd be terrible. I'll just burn off my inspiration.
Oh,
+3, 11.
my eyes would have been dodgy then. It looked to me like it said armadillo.
And you
Instead of
are
arm blade.
flanking. Oh, that was what the +3 was.
Yeah,
And it does have disadvantage on the attack.
On
on
its
its attacks.
Yeah, no, that's too far off for me to squeak that.
Okay. Cannon blast it is.
Yes.
It won't come off.
That will definitely hit.
Old
7,
reliable.
7 damage.
which is exactly what you needed. So none carry over to David.
No carryover. I don't accidentally
Which is
blow off
good.
David's leg.
Does David get pushed back?
So those are the mimics you found. David, the book you have found, it's a very interesting one. So it doesn't have anything on the outside. Are you investigating the book at all?
Oh hell yeah! I want to see if it's dodgy, if there's anything else that's going to bite me, or
Okay, you can, if you want to do an investigation as you flick through the book.
yes.
19.
19.
Very good. So you're actually doing it quite carefully. What you can see is this book is full of sketches and outlines. The front cover's worn, but you can see a couple of names just on there, but you can't see what it's called. So inside, the technical it's a rough prototype and technical sketches and some written research for an advanced mechanical man. The intricate designs suggest the maker had very impressive scientific knowledge, and it's written as the front as by Yagnar Orarm and Talion Brightmoon. I will pop that in chat or some other stuff.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Okay. You are out of initiative now. What would you like to do?
I would like to do some searching as I was planning to do from the beginning. So just looking around, see if there's anything of any use or value
Okay.
in the room.
Let's have a go. I'm not.
And so simultaneously, while I've got an earthen grasp around and with mage hand, they're going to be poking things to make sure nothing else is alive.
Okay. Balthor, if you'd like to give me an investigation, please. Nope. You can see some shelves.
I rolled a 2 technically.
You can see that there are books on the shelves.
I would like to put 2 of them in the bag of holding, 2 random books, and even if there's nothing to read in them.
Okay. So I'll make a note of that.
Roll to not get mimicked the next time you open the bag of holding.
No, they're not going to be mimics, or they would have attacked you.
Do mimics breathe? Would they need air in the bag of holding?
Okay, what I'll do is I'm going to come up with a list of other stuff, and so during the week, Scott, I might ask you to roll just to see what those 2 random books were. And David.
Cool.
What else would anyone like to do?
Eventually, I'd like to go back to that desk and investigate it.
What desk?
The one that I got attacked at.
Okay. you want to roll me an investigation?
Yes, I will.
As I'm stood there, I was going to offer to help, but it looks like Alethea doesn't need any help.
Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, this is odd what you find. That in a room that seems abandoned, that there's a piece of paper that's jammed down underneath something, and it appears to look like some instructions, but again, some of it's been burnt slightly by fire and a little bit of damp damage on there. And it looks like some shipping details, like some kind of invoice or something, with that wonderful symbol we all know of the herd on it. Oh, they get everywhere. And it's some shipping details about glass being moved by the herd.
But if you're part of the herd, David, I'm not going to guarantee Balbo's not going to want to kill you.
Since when was David part of the herd?
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying if you are.
Oh, Alethea would definitely have
I mean, are you
highlighted and waving that around to everyone.
Okay.
On the knowledge, we've known that glass been stolen and heard and transporting things. We've had run-ins with them before as well.
I will again pop something in there with a little bit more information when I've worked out what I'm going to do with it. Okay. Anybody else?
Tom, check the globe. See if there's any alcohol in the middle of it. I've heard you can store alcohol in those globes.
Okay, Tom will check the globe.
And there's a monster in it. No, there isn't. There's nothing in there. It just falls to bits.
Oh. You broke the world, Tom.
Whoops.
You had the whole world in your hands.
Whoops.
Is this bookcase
Tom casts mending and puts the globe back together. I fixed it.
The world. You fixed the world. You're an amazing person, Tom.
I fixed the whole wide world, Baltha.
I'm proud of you, Tom. We can all go home now. We fixed the world.
Yes. All done. And that's the end of the campaign.
Sounds like a level up.
We found a shortcut.
But we fixed the world. That's got to be a level up.
To be fair, I think in Everfall we're actually that close to actually just staying in the Dwarflands.
It's like we've all just got jobs and shit.
But if it feels like there's not a lot left to investigate, then
Because,
remembering
we keep-
Hilda's words
Keep
of
looking, won't we?
I mean, out of character as Tom and totally not meta whatsoever, I reckon Tom would probably be interested in that book about making a mechanical man that David found.
If David is going to share it, maybe.
Tom, I will share this book after I have read it first, because I have found it. I like books. I will give it to you after I have done read.
Ali,
Yes, sir.
just as a out of character question, how interested are you in reading a book about a mechanical man?
Not very. I just don't want him to have it first.
I would imagine, though, probably more so since he met a mechanical man than he would have been beforehand.
That's fine. Just
It'd probably pique his curiosity.
That's fine. I will. I might expand on a few details and share it with the group then.
It's fine. I didn't need an origin story.
No, you'll get it. We don't have a quick book first. It's like when you get a newspaper for you. You want to read it first and then pass it on.
Yes. Oh, look, another couple of names there for you. You might have seen before. How exciting.
Yeah, we did see them names before.
What is
But only
it?
the first names of both of them, so that's
know.
surnames on both of them now.
I'm weaving a tapestry. Mystery. Right.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I keep investigating until either someone comes and disturbs us or we've run out of interesting things to find.
Yeah, I'm bored of this place now, so there's nothing else interesting in here. It's an abandoned library. You're lucky you found what you have.
Did you say there was... So we came through a door that
painting.
wasn't really a door, and then there was a proper door.
Proper doors down here. You
yeah.
kind of stumbled through some rubble of maybe an old fireplace. like I said, it's probably shouldn't have been a door, but maybe things aren't behaving here as well as they should be behaving. So are you going to go through the door? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to go into...
Alethea would be mage handing everything at this point.
everything?
She's not.
Was that you,
she's not.
Alethea?
She's not touching anything with her actual hands anymore while there's mimics
weird.
around.
That looks weird. Bear with. Why is that colour? I don't want it to be that colour. That's a bit better. It's
That's
distracting,
such- That's such a good character token.
yes. So, oh, there's Hayes again. Look at her being everywhere. So you open the door of one library, and you're not in a hallway. You're straight into another one. So
Heaven.
you've stepped straight into this room, and to the right-hand side, there is a tired and stressed-looking elf. She is pissed. This is an archive that, as you can see here, there doesn't seem to be an end to it. It just goes on and on and on. It's dimly lit, full of stuff. There are piles of paperwork everywhere. There are artifacts everywhere. You can probably tell at some point this was a very busy place with lots of things going on, but now it's not. And as you step in, this elf looks up tiredly. Yeah.
We're looking for Reliant ducks.
Fucking arsehole.
Yes, I understand he is an asshole and a pretty big dick.
I mean, I don't know about that last one.
No, not that he has. He
Oh.
is a
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
big dick. I've been told this.
Yeah, she gestures to the piles of paper and go, I would like to know where he is as well. He suddenly stopped turning up. So now I'm the one who has to classify all of these artifacts. I'm the one who has to identify all of these artifacts. It's never ending.
If you're busy, don't think we need to be here any longer, guys. He's not here, the person we're looking for. Maybe we just leave.
Just before we, have you ever seen any of these artifacts before? And Alethea is going to hand over the a piece of parchment with the list of exhibition items from the museum.
Okay, so which exhibition items specifically?
Oh, the first one would be pointing out the dragon egg, and
I'm not big on art. They don't. She looks through it and like a catalog. I mean that looks like a dragon egg.
It was.
Was?
It didn't stay
Yeah.
eggy very long.
Ew.
Okay, it's now a dead dragon. We took care of it.
Dead dragon? No fucking way.
Yes, way.
I believe that we were the first people in what, a millennia to see a dragon and kill one, you know? Some people call us heroes for that, you know?
Alethea killed the dragon.
Alethea starts welling up again.
I'm like, shh, don't tell her that. I'll take the credit, thank you very much.
She saved many lives
When-
potentially with
When was this?
yesterday.
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 I mean,
In fact, I think it was last night.
I mean, holy shit. I mean, she's perked up a bit now. She doesn't often get the tea down in this room. All right. Well, that's kind of impressive. What else we got here? Okay. Nonsense.
Ceramic vase
Uh,
with a web of
looks,
intricate cracks.
crack. Looks like someone dropped it, put together, and called it art, if you ask me. Oh, but
Upon
that...
hearing Balthur say ceramic vase, can Tom turn to him and say vase?
Yes.
Fuck you, Tom. Vase.
Vase.
You can't even speak most of the time. What do you know?
So she's looking through the other stuff. Excuse me. I mean, paintings aren't my thing. I'm more kind of artifacts and stuff. Bear with. Okay. Bird of prey. That's a mid-level statue. Doesn't look. I've seen a ton of those. Actually, I think you can buy those on the black market for like several for a couple of gold pieces. Wow, she really has tarted up this shit, hasn't she? Necklace. I bet that's fake. Another painting. Cracked vase. Ooh, a crown.
The vase.
Hmm?
It's just Tom whispering about the sea vase because that's how she pronounced it.
There's no R in the word, is there, Tom? Vase, where you get the R from. Vase.
Shush, 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 shush,
F
shush, shush.
A
Yeah,
S
it's
E.
called
Vase.
vase. Vase. Vase.
Vase.
And she's gonna look at. He's like, now that crown looks interesting. Not seen anything like that. Wonder where she got that from. I mean, she's messed with it a bit, but I'm sure if you could take some stuff off it, you could add something to it. Interesting. I've not seen this particular thing in my archives. Can you wait a minute? And she pulls out this massive ledger. And she is flicking through it. And as she does, her fingers almost blur that she's flicking through this huge arcane list so quickly.
Johnny 5. Johnny 5.
Johnny 5. She finally gets to something. I know I've seen something like it. And she pulls something out and it catches fire. This piece of paper catches fire. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, look at Tom.
I've not seen that before.
Do it. It wasn't me.
And she looks around it. And, well, maybe it's cross-catalogued. And she pulls that, and the words almost seem to slide off it. Why?
If you really believe you find the right words, then you'll find them. Some shit like that.
I've never seen this before.
Not very good at this.
Well, I don't have to help you, do I? I've got all this stuff to deal with.
So far, you haven't.
Did he tell you about the dragon?
Tom,
Pretty cool.
Tom, guys.
Yeah.
She's trying her best. She's trying her best, trying to help us.
Look, there's a
Being
lot.
angry is not going to get us anywhere.
There's a lot.
I'm a robot man. Have you ever seen any of me?
No, I haven't.
Good.
Here, Tom, I've got a book that might interest you.
Yay.
She says, "There's something obviously wrong with whatever catalogue I've got here, because every cross-reference about this, I can't read it. It's not letting me read it."
Could that be deliberate?
Yeah, I'd say so. Maybe, possibly.
I mean, possibly. I've not seen anything about it before. I'm sure it's something, though. I'm sure I saw something come through here.
Something.
Perhaps if you do a history check, you might be able to remember it.
Let's have a look.
If you think about it really, really hard, hopefully you can remember something.
Tom finds that eyes are good for reading.
I can't remember where it came from. But, yeah, that's something... I think that's something important. Sorry, I can't help any more on that.
When was the last time you saw Riley and Docs?
What day is it today? You said yesterday was that. Maybe 2 days, 3 days? He's Usually pretty regular. He's not got holiday. He's not got family that I know of.
Can you do me a favour, love?
Mhm.
Could you possibly give us a sketch of what he looks like?
Okay. Let me have a think. Well, I can try and describe him. So, he's a half elf, although I don't know what half's what. And he's like, he is, I mean, don't tell him I said this if you find him, but he is really good at what he does. He's really good at being able to identify, like, the proper good relics and stuff. Like, he's really, really good, but he doesn't like rules. He's got really pissy that he's not been promoted, even though we don't really get promoted. He's like tall, thin. He's got like really intense eyes. Looks like an asshole. He's short dark hair, pointed ears, the usual.
Small penis.
Yeah, probably. He does wear these little round glasses as well.
Oh, definitely.
I don't think he even needs glasses.
Oh, he's one of those, is he?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, we'll later, don't you worry.
David, concentrate.
I'm trying to.
Is there any other artifacts I can help you with?
Just the one in my pants.
David, chill the fuck out. Calm down.
Mage hand flick.
Ow!
On the penis.
Yes.
Ow!
just right on the balls.
Bit of a
I
sack.
realized one thing about you, David. You may be a minotaur, but nearly everything you say is bull, not a half.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that I was very horny, Balthar, but no. You took the high road. See, I've got these massive horns.
No, it's the same. Because you're half bull. I was going to say half,
I
but you
know,
say
I
it's
know.
bull.
Oh, I know. David knows.
But
That was
I'm
David
trying to
Beckham.
think, is there any other magical items that we need
I
to
mean-
ask her about that I forgot about?
Out of character, a bit meta. There are two
The
in
glass.
particular that one that someone asked me to make a note of at the IRL that you found,
Oh,
and one that
fuck.
someone's carrying with them that you wanted investigated at a certain point.
Fuck.
I can jog your memory if you want.
I'm
I
going
don't-
to make a large leap of logic that neither of those people is me.
No.
Do you know what?
I
My
don't think
really
it's
good notes don't
me.
have it in there.
Oh,
I
don't think I'm
Alethea
carrying
does have
anything.
a clay statue that she got from the shipwreck.
Okay, do you want her to look at that?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you hand over this clay statue. It's a bit ugly.
Small golem.
Yeah, no, it's a bit lumpy, a bit ugly. Again, she turns to her catalogue, just flicking through it. Looks at me. It's faintly magical. Faintly magical. She picks it up, shakes it really hard. Have you got any sentimental value with this?
No, I've only recently found it.
Shakes it, sniffs it, licks it. I think there's something in here.
Oh, inside it?
She gives it back to you.
Maybe we should try opening it.
Do we do it somewhere safer than with all these papers around in case it's dangerous?
I don't know, but I think that weird, lumpy, ugly clay stuff, I don't think that's what it really is. That's why it's very faint. I've seen something like that before.
Don't try and look it up. The paper might burn again. Don't want you to hurt yourself. And sorry, have you seen one of these before? And I'll look at David and say, "You don't hold your tongue. I might have 3 of these soon." and I will pull out a horn of an unknown animal
Oh,
and ask her if she can identify what it is.
she'll look at it,
Uh.
sniff it, give it a bit of a look. Mm. Yeah, it's just a standard beast horn thing. Have you blown through it?
It makes a noise like a human shriek, I believe.
Well, that's grim. Not detecting anything magic. I've got several
Okay.
different animal horns and stuff down there, so I don't think it's anything particularly special.
Great, thank you.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Have you tried sending Villian a message to see where he
He ain't
is?
answering.
Oh.
He doesn't live too far away, but he isn't answering.
Where does he live?
Close by village, Alithian.
That's where I come from. That's my hometown.
I've never been. I heard
We
it's
near your
nice.
home, Alethea.
Yeah.
Perhaps while we're here, would you like to go check and make sure everybody's safe with all these meteorites hitting everywhere?
If that's possible, yeah. I wanted to make sure they're okay, but we've just been so busy with all these quests and missions that everyone's been giving us.
You make time. It's okay. We'll definitely go and see them.
If there's nothing else you need, I mean, Kat will say that Baltha did spot something in the museum for the IRL that you asked me to make a note of and do something with. In the display where there was lots of artifacts about each of the
Oh,
gods.
sorry. Yes, I did find that artifact that was of a. Didn't look in the right place.
Mm.
Oh.
So, like, was it a mask type thing?
Yep.
But you didn't take it, did you?
I did, didn't I?
I don't know, did you?
I can't remember if I did or didn't. I thought.
I don't think you did, but did you? You don't have to. You can describe
mean,
it.
Yeah, if I can't remember if I took it or not, then I will describe what I saw and tell her that it seemed out of place in the museum. It was with the exhibits of the known gods, but it didn't resemble any of them.
I've not seen any masks like that. Made of wood. Was it painted at all? Did it have any embellishments? Did it look like any of the other stuff?
It looked totally different and out of place. It seemed like it had been placed in the back just to sort of hide it. So it wasn't really on display at the front. It was as if they didn't know what to do with it and just placed it anywhere.
I'm just going to flick through everything. Well, there's a couple of things here, and you don't have it with you, so it's hard to tell. It's just written descriptions about wooden masks and stuff. And there's been a couple of them in here somewhere that they ain't important, they ain't decorated, they're just performance masks. There was one that was noted that didn't fit anywhere. And it looked really, really, really old.
Sounds right.
But there was no other notes on it. No one could classify it any further. And you say it ended up in the museum?
Yes.
That's weird. It should be in here somewhere.
Sounds like someone stole it for profit.
Oh,
I mean, we think that Relian's been sending these artifacts that I gave you the list of. He's been taking them and shipping them out.
Oh, that fucker.
I think
I mean,
that the museum
I
has
found.
been shipping them out further.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna hand over the ledger or piece of paper with the herd sort of notice on it as well. I think he may have been using the herd to transport the items from the Spire?
The herd? No, I don't know that. Not heard of that. But she's going to look through the ledger of stuff that you've given her, which I will have a look at myself, see if there's any notes. She's looking down. Hardened fossilized heart. I know I've had that here. Because that was really where we couldn't identify what it was. And you say it was in a
Said it was a
shipment?
hard and fossilized heart. Surely that's identifying it.
Yeah. Well, no, we don't know what it was. What was it? Who was it made by? Where did it come from? What it was? It was in the pile to do something with, but no, it's not there. Daggers, got tons of those. Ooh, another wooden carved face mask. Probably one of those other ones that don't mean anything. It's all a bit vague for me to identify, but it wouldn't surprise me because Reliant's a bastard. Right, I've got to get on with all this paperwork and stuff. Sucks. But if you need any more,
What was your name again? Sorry.
it's Jadril.
No, hi, Jedril.
I mean, if there's anything you need identifying with, I probably shouldn't take on any more work until they get someone in here. You can always drop me a message if you need anything, or come back and see me. Gets lonely down here.
You've been a good help. Thank you, Jedril.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's go, David.
I'll come in a second.
No, that's what I'm worried about. After you, David.
And with that, I'll just wait till and be like, I'll be back.
All right. And that's this room finished. Now, I'm not going to necessarily finish up the session here. There's still a couple more places in the Spire that you might want to find some other information on. And then there's somewhere else that's very fun. But I'm going to leave that for next session. So think of any other questions that you may have. If you're struggling, I can give you an idea of a couple of rooms that you might want to look at. And then we'll go from there. So thank you very much.
Really regretting not putting that mask on in the museum now. I'm getting mask vibes.
FOMO.
I could have turned into like Loki, the god of mischief.
But you could have turned into Cuban Pete. King of the rumba beat.
Or you could have turned into nothing, or you could have turned into something even
It's
worse.
impossible to
Or
turn
you-
into nothing.
You could have had a vision of the gods of old.
Maybe. Maybe.
Well, back to the museum, guys.
Oh, we're going to break in at night this time.
I've still got the maps.
We'll go with Plan D this time.
Can't play in
The
4D
heist
chess
part
with our
two.
maps.
Oh, I already am. Cool. So, thank you very much for this. Hopefully,
Oh, thank you.
I'm starting to piece together a few names and giving you a few more strings to pull. I have some ideas from this for some other sessions where you might want to investigate. If you think of anything else in the chat, do let me know.
Oh, we shall do.